Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the Pikes Peak Cog Railway. It takes off from Manitou Springs and has been taking passengers to the summit of the peak since 1891. Located near the Cog parking lot is the trailhead to the Manitou Incline. Check that bad boy out. That's a lot of stairs. It's like 2,000 and some. But rest assured, that's on my bucket list for a future trip. But back to the peak. So we're going up the Cog, but you can also get there in a vehicle. On these really windy, narrow roads. Oh my God, look at these hairpin curves. No way could I do that. I have to have a clean pair of pants to put on when I got there. And another pair for when I get back down to the bottom. Or you can hike 14,115,000 feet up a mountain. No thanks. Let's settle in for the ride and hear what our conductor has to say.
He'll be getting us safely up and down the mountain here today, hopefully. And my name is Joey. I'm going to be your conductor for the day, providing some narration on the trip up as well as answering questions for you guys on the trip back down. If you have any questions for me, please try to save those for that downbound trip and I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Thankfully, he didn't jibber jabber the entire way up the mountain. But he did tell us some funny, silly stories, like this thing about a pink flamingo. We thought we were going to see a cool bird. And some really fun facts just about the history of Pikes Peak.
Now we're going to be coming up on our very first landmark of the day, coming up on that two-seat side. We're going to have a massive rock that fell right between two other ones into the shape of a playing card diamond. Here we have, entering car one on that two-seat side now, we have Diamond Rock.
It was unfortunate, but none of us managed to get a picture of Diamond Rock. This is pretty much it. It was kind of hard to get a good shot from the window of a moving train, especially considering I had made quite the rookie mistake and didn't check the GoPro prior to the trip, so it was not working. And I had to rely on just my iPhone, which, although it could take great photos and video, for this particular thing, it really wasn't the best option. But que sera, sera. You win some, you lose some.
Here we have entering car one on that two-seat side, Prop Rock. Very creative with their names around here, if you couldn't tell already.
There it is.
Now, as far as we know, that rock hasn't moved at all since the Cog Railway's opened up. Just cross your fingers and toes. It stays there a few hours longer so you make your trip back home safely today.
He also made a ton of really cheesy jokes. But I'm a pretty punny person and I love silly humor, so I laughed.
Noticed that it collapsed. That happened a few years ago when a black bear tried walking across the roof and fell through it. I guess you could say couldn't bear the weight.
As I was saying about the corny jokes, but I laughed so hard I could barely contain myself.
You never know what you might be able to see today. And if you notice those cinnamon-colored trees out in the distance on that two-seat side, those are known as ponderosa pines.
I I gotta say, I love the clickety-clack of a train. It's about an hour up. You get 45 minutes at the top and then about an hour and 10 minutes back down. Totally worth it. I was so overwhelmed by the clarity and the beauty. We picked the most perfect day, had a perfect weather window. We opted to go early in the morning. Our train left at 8:40 instead of an afternoon trip. That gave us better viewing because the clouds tend to come in the afternoon. However, we did not see wildlife, but I will gladly take that trade-off any day. The views were spectacular. On a clear day like this one, you can see 5 states from the top of the peak. We had that pleasure. You can see Colorado, obviously, Kansas, our home state, Nebraska, New Mexico, and Wyoming. The views were so spectacular. And also, look, you could literally see the curvature of the earth. That's so cool. He was living his best life right there. I was having just as much fun watching him take in the beauty and want to explore as I was in taking in the beauty and exploring myself. His dad, on the other hand, was afraid he was going to fall off the mountain. It was hilarious. We heard a lot of chatter about these supposed amazingly awesome donuts that you could get in the visitor center. We didn't even bother. There were lines in there, and we didn't want to waste our time standing in line when we could be outside taking in a view that we otherwise can't see. But everyone raved about these donuts.
You say hello. We'll see it. Top of the world, huh?
At least the top of Colorado.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Come back next week to see what else we get into while we continue exploring the beautiful and colorful Colorado. Thanks for watching.